Hi, I'm Adam.
And I'm the bee.
And together,
We're
Adam
Adam
and
and
the
the bee.
Bee.
We wanted to give you guys all the cheese right from the start because that's what you can expect from all of our episodes going forward.
You got me blushing.
You got me blushing. So we are Adam and the Bee, and we are so excited. We've been wanting to do this podcast for quite some time, and here we are today. So thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. So what is Adam and the Bee about? Let's start with that, right?
Right. So tell us a
supposed
little
to-
bit about yourself. Yeah, why don't we tell our viewers or listeners a little about ourselves?
Yeah. So I was raised in Ohio and moved out to Los
Oh,
Angeles.
H.
I-O. You've been trying to plug that in wherever you can.
I finally got it though.
So about 5 years ago, moved to Los Angeles. I am a musician, artist, writer, engineer. I mean, when you're independent like that, as you know, like you wear so many different hats. But the beautiful thing is it gives you more creative control with what you do. So, so we met 3 years ago.
Yeah, right.
I should know
Almost.
that. Our
Almost.
anniversary
Well,
is coming
actually,
up.
it's been 3 years. Yeah.
Ish.
Well, 3 years
Almost
since we met.
True. So we're at year number 3. So anyway, we met as neighbors, of course, and that's how we fell in love. So that's the beginning of our love story, and lots more to come, of course.
Yeah.
And so how did you get to Los Angeles?
So my name is BINX, and I'm also known as the African Bee, which is my alter ego, therefore the bee outfit for today. And I'm originally from South Africa, and I moved to the States about 8 years ago, lived in New York for about 5 years, and I've been in Los Angeles, in Hollywood for about 3 years now. And like you said, we met right as I moved here. And most of my time in Los Angeles has been in quarantine. So it does not feel like I've been here very long because, we've got so much more to explore here. But the good news is we've had a little bit more time to delve into our Adam and the Bee podcast. So that brings us to today. But I'm also a writer, producer, performer, pop musician. So I've been doing the pop music thing for as far back as I can remember. And yes, so we met as neighbors and we fell in love and we started making music together. And now we're taking that to the next level and we are doing our podcast. Boom. So, do you want to tell us a little bit about Adam and the Bee podcast and why we specifically chose the name Adam and the Bee?
Yeah. So Adam and the Bee really comes down to, at least from the way that I looked at it, was a play on Adam and Eve, where we're two individuals that really thirst for knowledge, and
Right.
from an individual standpoint, that goes into our art, that goes into the music that we make, and then just the way that we have an overall view on life. But then also from a relationship standpoint, like I feel like we've done such an amazing job investing time and energy into really planting a seed and watching that grow from a relationship standpoint. So it's really like two-sided.
Totally. That's like the perfect way to describe. Sorry, we've got some frogs in studio.
You should be proud of me. I did that in like 30
That was
seconds to a minute.
incredible.
That's like record breaking.
New record.
Thank you.
So what you guys can expect from this podcast is we're going to dive into topics that are closest to us, So we're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about pop culture. We're going to be talking about relationships because we're two musicians, two independent artists, and we're in a relationship. And we thought that would be quite interesting to discuss and, learn from each other and learn from you guys. So we're very excited to see where this takes us.
Let's do it, girl.
All right, let's do this.